Well, welcome back, everyone, and happy Monday to you. It's been happier to be on the inside for this one. The first day of May has not felt like it. I think low 50s, right at 52 degrees. Humidity levels around 55%. Winds around 8 to 9 miles per hour, just as I sat down a few moments ago. And we will see nighttime lows, glad to tell you, well out of the 30s at around 42, or just out of the 30s, but upper 30s for a few nights ahead, as we still have some cooler days in store, but only through about, latter part of the week. I mean, really Friday before we get to the 70s. And then they will increase thereafter. Your updated 7-day in just a few moments. So I wasn't here on Friday, as I hope you noticed. Sorry, but first of a couple of moving days for Andrew, who's coming home for the summer. Yes, last day, his last final is this Thursday, so one more moving day latter part of this week. And I also had another Big Daddy obligation on Friday. I left you on Friday with the interview that I had with Sheriff Bill Meade, and that show did not stream, the video portion of which on our YouTube and website channel, so my apologies. I'll replay that interview tonight because it was very important. He spoke about the first of his, what he promises will be a number of federal drug invasions and drug investigations, and over 3 pounds of meth and heroin that he had seized in this one. And we're seeing, literally, if you have a police scanner or if you just know folks throughout the community, we're seeing weekly calls of overdoses and overdose deaths here in McGoffin County from fentanyl-laced heroin for the most part. And that's something that we're going to try to talk about here sometime in the near future. I know it's a very touchy subject, but this is not getting any better in any form or fashion. The drugs are just getting more and more dangerous as they're tainted and continuing to come into eastern Kentucky is something as well Sheriff Meade will touch on tonight. But I'm going to take you to casting for kids first before we get to that. Yes, they wrapped up the big 2-day fishing tournament on a very windy afternoon at Paintsville Lake on yesterday. I had a camera there, and we'll take a look at some big fish, some big winners in just a few moments. With that said, I do have an announcement, and I'll remind you when it gets a bit closer, but anyone who travels 460 West in the, or US 460 rather, in the Wani area, in the North Magoffin County area, well, they are going to be making some repairs for a maintenance project between mile markers 3 and 4 in Wani. You can use, of course, 2019 and 1081 as an alternate. There will not be detours posted, but if you travel that area, you kind of know where you're going. And that is going to be between 9 and noon. That's not till May the 13th. And today is, again, just the 1st. So I will put that on the calendar and remind you when it gets a bit closer. But I want to make sure I announce that tonight. So no surprises. No surprises. A big time was had by all, and big fish were caught. There's a lot of efforts to continue to stock and grow the fishing population in Paintsville Lake, but even though the fish weren't hardly up to the surface right now and all ready to be caught, every angler who came in and weighed had the same opinion, that about 3 or 4 days from yesterday, maybe a week's time, that Paintsville Lake is going to be much more prime than it even was for yesterday's tournament. And there were some big ones caught yesterday. We will take you to the weigh-in right after this.
Tired of long-term commitment plans? Then Appalachian Wireless has the new plans for you. No credit check, no contracts, and most of the features are postpaid. It's Forward Pay, the simpler way to do wireless on the region's premier cellular provider. And it starts as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gigabytes of data for only $29.99 per month. Or at 10 gigabytes of data for only $39.99 per month. Or go with unlimited data starting at $64.99 per month with 25 gigabytes of high-speed data before being throttled. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Right now, there's a man laying in my bed by summer's end. I predict that I finally lost my mind, and I could take you out tonight. I could lie and say you're the one, but I won't see you against the sun.
The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy. The convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service. and the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. 2 locations, 2 ATMs, too much history, over 120 years, and just too many reasons not to trust the oldest, only banking family that exists for the sole purpose of helping your families, our friends, grow financially and securely. Lean on Sagersville National Bank for any of your home, auto, commercial, retirement, or online banking needs. And let us help you make your dreams come true. I've had Chris Ferguson here on the show before. He started with his daughter, the primary founder, if you will, Casting for Kids several years ago. This tournament is growing. He continues to hope to and work towards growing it nationally. They're getting closer all the time. They hope to have a $100,000 world-class fishing tournament here in Eastern Kentucky sooner than later. And to do that, they're doing everything they can to promote Casting for Kids, and they're doing a very good job. They're even doing it just like a professional bass fishing tournament and taking it live to the water. You could go to Facebook Live and watch them as they troll behind a number of anglers, leaders, and others, seeing how the day went. And for some, it went very, very well. Yeah, this was a moment right here on day 2. Tournament director and founder Chris Ferguson was trolling behind the then number 2 boat of Johnny Webb and Brendan Staten when their day got a whole lot better live.
Fish off. Big fish. Big fish. Real big. Big fish. Live big fish. Big fish live. Oh my gosh, 5-pounder, we've got it. Take your time, guys. Take your time.
Oh yeah!
Oh my goodness, sakes alive! Woo! Here it is, big giant fish. Big giant fish. Live here this morning, Casting for Kids morning. Oh my gosh almighty. Wow. We caught it right here. We've been dying to get this footage, and you guys have got it for us. Look at that.
Right there!
Look at that. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna get right here. Look at this up close and live. Look here, what a fish at Paintsville Lake. Big old, big, beautiful fish. Game changer.
Game changer, Chris.
That just now probably put them in the lead. Congratulations.
Here's your little dance, Chris. Boom.
Wow. My goodness, what a change of events out here live this morning at Paintsville Lake on a big bite. We caught it live. We've been trying to catch one.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, which is where everyone stood before that monster came out of Paintsville Lake. Starting off the morning before blast-off, you had in the lead husband and wife team Jerry and Holly Keller with 17.3 pounds. Holding on to second at the start of day 2 was Johnny Webb and Brandon Staten at 16.54. Just a shy below them, just a few ounces less, was in third place Danny Brenniger and Ben Brewer at 16.15. Solo fisherman Bradley Merritt 15.86 pounds all by himself for day 1 on Yatesville. And standing in 5th at the start of the day, Randy Newsom and Brandon Jarrell at 13.75 pounds. And as the 3 o'clock time limit wound down and the winds picked up, 30 boats started circling and one by one ramped and unloaded and got in line for the weigh-in with first place and $14,000 on the line. And everyone, all 30 who qualified for Fishing Sunday, getting a check. Thanks to over 250 sponsors, the Shriners, and so many more, including, of course, the Casting for Kids organization.
Win this thing, $14,000, first place, $2,500 Pop Chevrolet. This event is presented by Day's Boat Sales, Frankfort, Kentucky. Bill Day has been with me. And all of us from day 1 before even anybody knew and heard about Casting for Kids. So thanks, Bill Day, Day's Boat Sales in Frankfort, Kentucky. Michelle Pfister, thank you for helping us. worked hard all day yesterday of a 160 boat field. So yesterday we started out with 160 boats on Yatesville Lake. Today we cut it down to the top 30. So 30 boats only made it out here to Championship Sunday. Everybody gets a check today that shows up. So I want to first and foremost thank every Shriner that's here, our Big 70 Shrine Club, all of the Masons, all the volunteers, everyone on this stage, out there in the boat, taking care of fish, behind the trailer, the side, everyone that's had a hand in this. Would everyone here please give a big hand for everyone that works so hard at casting for kids.
Then when it came time to take it to the scales, 3 of the top 5 boats at the start of the day stayed in the top 5, with 2 other teams climbing the leaderboard from 10th and 8th, starting with the number 10 boat.
All right, boat number 10, Doug Green, Jared Bailey, 5 fish limit. Got a check at Chickamauga this past week in the Toyota Series. J-Rod has won a BFL. These guys catch them everywhere. Doug's got a BFL win under his belt. Good solid anglers. 5 fish limit in the scales today. Look at here coming at you. Good job today of coming back. 11.38.
And that 11.38 pounds took Green and Bailey from 10th to 5th with a total of 22.49. While 4th place went to Danny Brenniger and Ben Brewer, who were sitting in 3rd after day 1, but their 2-day total adding up to 22.51 pounds.
6.36. 6.36. Hey, Ben, hold them up there now. You got to. I know it ain't as big as what you'd like to, but now let's hold them up and show everybody. Get the 2 better ones there. And show everybody right there and hold them up. Let's give them a big hand.
Up next, 3rd place, who was sitting in 4th the day before, a solo angler whose total was 27.95 pounds.
Bradley Merritt is by himself, 5 fish limit. Coming to the scales, how much does he need right here today to take the lead? Just roughly, a guess.
I already heard. I ain't got that.
He needs 1903. He needs 1903 to take the lead. Hey, do you have 1903, Bradley? No.
Yeah, both days together, right?
You're going to get a good check, you know that. 12.09. Great job. 12.09. Hold it up there, Bradley. Be proud of them. Good angler right here. I watched him on his pattern today. He was absolutely on a great pattern, I'll tell you that. I watched what he was doing and followed him on Facebook Live, and I really liked his pattern. It was really, really good. So this is awesome. Give him a big hand right here. Excellent job. Excellent job.
Up next with a 5 fish limit was the team who climbed the most to get in the top 5, sitting in 8th at the start of the day. The now 2nd place team of John Elkins and Chris Shaw.
Excellent bag of fish. My goodness, moving up 16.50. My goodness, 16 pounds, .50. Hold the big ones up. You got to be proud.
That's 16.5 pounds propelled again Elkins and Shaw into 2nd place, up from 8th, with a total 2-day number of 28.18 pounds. Some big, pretty fish, but not the biggest of the day. Before we go to our 1st place, let's take a look at the big fish. The $2,500 big fish. $2,500 posted by Pops Chevrolet, going to...
But I was in a hauler up the lake, and I had this next boat to come and hold half of this fish up out of the live well. It's a giant fish. I'm going to take a stab right now and say this fish is about 780. We'll see how close I am. I've seen half of it. I'm going to say about 780. So, boat number 25 is Matthew Maynard, and Roger Maynard has a 5 fish limit with a giant. Pop Chevrolet big fish yesterday at Yatesville Lake was 6.26, I think. Was it, Judge? Yeah, 6.26. Yeah, 6.26 yesterday. I believe that will be gone. Goodness sakes, after I got to look at her there, I don't know. I think I'm off. 13.48. Great job today. Excellent bag of fish. That is you coming up the leaderboard. And now, all right, let's hold this giant up. That fish there will go probably, it's 780. So bags of 7.06. 7.06. That's a giant fish. Great job. Great job. Excellent job.
That 7-pounder and the total of 13.5 pounds that they brought in for day 2, added with their almost 8 pounds from day 1, took Team Maynard all the way from 26th place to a 6th place finish with 21.45. Now it's on to the big bag for 2 days and nearly 40 pounds of fish. Keep in mind, 23 pounds has been winning this tournament.
Boat number 2, this is day 2, this is day 1, second place boat. Boat number 2 is Johnny Webb, Brandon Staten. Today we got the best live footage I've ever seen, we'll ever have. You all will watch this video for 20 years from now, called a 5-pounder live, always doing it, watching it live. All right, Brandon. Oh my goodness, what a bag of fish. Hey, yo, wait just a minute there. I got that. Wait just a minute. Now, what are you guys doing? This is a giant bag of fish. Oh, okay. All right, okay. I understand. So, my goodness sakes alive. 18.35. 18.35. Wow. What a bag of fish. Hold them up. 18.35. What a great big fish. My bag of fish. Oh my gosh. 18.35. Hold them up high. 18.35 as your new leader. Goodness gracious. Give them a big hand. Wow. Goodness gracious. When we left them today, we just knew. Hold that big fish up right there, that big. Give it. Oh my goodness, big fish. Let's weigh that. I know there's a monster coming. Let's weigh it. That big fish will go. That's a beautiful fish. 5.61. Hold that big fish up there. What a great bag of fish. What a great. Give him a big hand today. Goodness gracious. Let's hurry and get him back in the water there. No problem. So, all right, here we go, boys. So, you're in position now, Johnny Webb, Brandon State. This is 2 daggone good, tough anglers right here. So, you're now in position. This is the first cut you made, and you're probably going to win this thing. So, what's going on? Beginner's luck, maybe? I don't want to hear that. I know better than that. Brandon, you guys are tough anglers, are very good anglers. What will it mean today to win Casting for Kids $14,000? What would it mean?
That'd be awesome, man. I mean, that's what everybody's here for. It'd be nice.
Following a polygraph and everything that it took to make it official, the official results came in with 34.89 pounds for Team Johnny Webb and Brandon Staten, who won this year's Casting for Kids tournament and the $14,000 first place prize. We'll be talking with organizer Chris Ferguson in just a few days about not just this tournament, about how it is continuing to raise funds with the Shriners and for Shriners Children's Hospital, but also about the next big event here on Paintsville Lake, Casting with Kids, the kids tournament, already expected to draw anywhere up to 700 little anglers, is coming up the first week of June. So I look forward to talking to Chris with Casting for Kids again in just a few days, hopefully, and we'll let you know about everything they have planned for the even bigger, again, Casting with Kids tournament, which I think had 400 kids show up last year, and they're looking to nearly double that this year at Paintsville Lake, June the 3rd, I believe. Stay tuned. More news in a second. This next report was on the last show that I aired last week and did not stream, and we wanted to run it one more time this evening. In fact, there's been a number of overdose calls coming into McGoffin County 911 just since this report aired last Thursday evening, where Sheriff Bill Meade sat down with us in his first official sit-down, wrapping up his first 4 months of sheriff, or as sheriff of McGoffin County. We spoke of what he promises will be many more major federal drug cases, the resources that he has helping him thus far, and the personnel that he has also added to his staff, and how that staff is growing and producing. And that's where we began.
Yep, currently we have 5 people right now that are full-time, including myself. These are people that are certified or in the process of being certified. We have one officer, Donovan Watson. He'll be graduating from Richmond in 2 weeks, and we're ready to put him to work as well. We have 5 special deputies that volunteer to help us, and they're doing a great job. I am really impressed with what they've done so far. You know, we're right now going out of our 4th month, and we're providing nearly 24-hour patrol. The guys are doing what I ask of them, and that is to be in all parts of the county. Everyone in this county pay their taxes, and they deserve to have law enforcement in all areas of the county, and that's what we're trying to do.
What about resources? And that's I guess resources in whatever directions you can tell me. I know that drug activity was, of course, one of your big things that you ran on and promised, and that takes resources. And what have you been able to come up with thus far?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank our judge and fiscal court. They've been really good to us. We were in great need whenever we first came into the office, and although there's limitations to what they can do, they've been very, very helpful. So I thank them very much for that. And we have had a couple of individuals that have donated items to us that we really needed to do our job. We're working right now on some grants. We're looking at purchasing sidearms for all of our officers, and rifles, tasers, and all that stuff. And we're really doing well on that. Better than expected, honestly. And then, of course, we have the resources that will allow us to continue to make drug purchases. We're part of the Haida County here in Kentucky. For those that don't know, Haida is a high-intensity drug trafficking area, and there's resources available to us through them. And of course, we're partnering with Operation Unite, and we work well with the DEA out of London.
So 4 months in, and like I say, you're still getting a handle on all the aforementioned things that you just covered. But as well, you've already made some big strides, and I'm going to switch over as far as the video feed is right now. You and I are still talking, but this was a couple of weeks ago here in the office, and if you can, I know that's still an ongoing investigation, but give me some light on that, and then what else you guys are working on as far as investigations of that magnitude and level.
As everyone knows, as I ran during the election cycle, my number one priority was drug investigations. The drug problem in this area is just overwhelming. I know I've had 2 deputies in the same day, a matter of about 3 hours apart, that has had to Narcan 2 different people in 2 different areas. Took three attempts with one and took 4 on the other one. So we're serious about doing something about this drug problem. And although you've not seen any arrests right now on the drug issue, let me guarantee you it's on the way. One of the investigations that we have done, this is 3 pounds of meth and heroin, and this case is heading to the federal grand jury. we are committed to doing exactly what I said we were going to do. We are working on the drug problem right now. We're making cases, and although you're not seeing the end results of them yet, you will. To be successful in the drug game, you have to present a well-prepared professional investigation. We're going to give our prosecutors something to work with. We're going to give them something that should be able to guarantee us or give us an excellent opportunity for a conviction. So, folks, all I can say is be patient, hang tight. In the months to come, you'll start seeing the fruits of our labors.
And at the same time, I guess that you would want to extend an invitation to anyone watching to let you know anything that might need that kind of attention or investigation.
Absolutely. We've had numerous people that have called in and given us drug tips. We welcome those, and let me assure you, we're interested in the information. You don't have to provide us a name or anything. We just want the information. It might be something that we don't know. It might be something that we already know about, but the information you're telling us might help us to be able to advance the investigation that we're doing. So yes, please call us, give us the information you've got. We'll never ask who you are.
McGoffin Farm Bureau and manager Doug Green are proud to welcome Agent Jeff Salyer to the agency. Jeff's lifelong knowledge of the community and our people make him an immediate asset for all of your auto, home, life, commercial, and retirement investments. They're waiting for your call or visit at McGoffin Farm Bureau. Spring is always the most colorful season of the year at the seasonal shop. Come see for yourself. Gorgeous new clothes for everyone. Bright, flowy tops and dresses. Something perfect for Easter. Fun flare leg jeans and new styles and arrivals every day. New sweatshirts and shorts and tees by Royce, Ridge & Holler, and others. And little sleepies are here, all in an incredibly comfy, cute, and durable bamboo viscose material. All this and so much more that you just have to see this spring at the seasonal shop. Get great deals on the greatest brands at Conley Tire with up to $150 back on Goodyears, $100 on Hankooks, $100 on Mickey Thompsons, $125 on Yokohamas. And you can always pay now or later. Plus quick service with oil changes, brake jobs, $35 computer diagnostics to fix and repair your ride at Conley Tire and conleytire.net. Up next, tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar and this birthday wish. A new week and a new community calendar and a birthday wish to begin. That's all a good way to start off a Monday's show. Happy blessed birthday, it says Wanda Marie. That's Wanda Marie Blanton. Love your aunt and uncle Henson and Michael Ralph. Birthday wishes tonight to Wanda Marie Blanton. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. A number of important things coming up on the community calendar this week, and actually day after tomorrow is the first of the two regular pantry dates for the Water into Wine Food Pantry. That is Wednesday of this week, 9 to 11, and Wednesday the 17th from 9 to 11 as well. And their senior commodity day for this month of May has been set for Thursday the 18th. And they say clients on the commodity waiting list must wait till 10 o'clock to pick up any remaining commodity boxes. Before 10, clients in the waiting list will be asked to just pull over to the side and wait till that time frame. They encourage everyone else, of course, to get there on time if you're on the regular list. The annual bass tournament hosted by the Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church is this Saturday, May the 6th. They'll blast off from the Clay Lick boat ramp at 7 o'clock that morning. To register or to find out more, call 606-548-0118. $1,000 for first place. $100 awarded every hour for the biggest fish of the hour, and more prizes, cash prizes. National Day of Prayer will be recognized here in Sagersville this Thursday, noon till 1 at the Sagersville City Park across from Sagersville City Hall, and you are invited to be a part of it. I saw the list that'll go in this week's edition of the Sagersville Independent this Thursday, which is also the first day of the McGoffin County Rescue Squad Media Auction. There's still time to donate. If you can help support us, please do so. Call 496-7981 or 349-5500. The auction starts this Thursday evening at 6:30. Howard's, Foothills Communications, and of course the list in the Sayersville Independent. To have your announcement, birthday, or anniversary listed here, this is how you send them to the show. From there, funeral service arrangements, a few that were held over the course of the weekend, will begin with services that took place yesterday for 76-year-old Lorene Gamble Howard of Buffalo, who passed away on Thursday of last week, survived by her husband Earl, son Philip Howard, and daughters Kathy Puckett and Beverly Jane Russell, brothers Harold Gamble, Marvin Gamble, and sisters Emma Faye Jenkins, Ella Mae Howard, Wandaline Adams, Maxine Hunley, Irene Gamble, and Dora Lou Russell, 17 grandkids and 38 grandchildren and 2 great-great-grandchildren. Services were also held yesterday for 82-year-old Robert R.C. Owens of Sayersville. He passed away Thursday. Son of the late Morgan and Ida Poe Owens, he survived by his wife, Rotha Jean, sons Neil and Kevin and Bobby Owens, as well as sisters Vonda Noble and Lagonda Tackett, 8 grandkids and 3 great-grandchildren. Services are set for tomorrow here in Magoffin County for 94-year-old Helen Clemens Oliver of Bowling Green, formerly of Breathitt. She survived by 7 sons, Matthew, Marcus, Lucas, James, Daniel, Timothy, and Joel, and Stephen, and Nathan Oliver, and 7 daughters, Lawrence Oliver Zimmerman, Imogene Oliver Arnett, Pearline Jordan, Sue Ann Clemens, Janet Johnson, Judy Carr, Brenda Mason, a brother, Otis Clemens, sisters Wanda Frazier, Ravina Arnett, and Melavie Lane, 35 grandchildren and several great-grandchildren as well. She was preceded in death by her husband Aaron. Services will be held tomorrow morning at 11 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Oliver Family Cemetery at Lambrick, Kentucky. Services begin tomorrow afternoon at 1 for 41-year-old Eric Ryan Conley of Sayersville. He passed away Saturday at his home. Son of Arlie Ryan and Vicki Lynn Russell Conley, he survived by his parents, son Quentin Ryan Conley and sister Ashley Nicole Isaac, as well as his nephews Lucas Isaac, Grayson Isaac, and a host of family and friends. Services will be held tomorrow at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation is this evening till 9. And services, I'm told, are still being arranged and incomplete at this hour for 60-year-old James Joseph of Sayersville, who passed away today at the Greg and Noreen Wells Hospice Center in Hazard. Arrangements to be announced through the Magoffin County Funeral Home. There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sayersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. There where every day starts, it's made and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Parkway. A lot of things to get caught up on throughout the week, a lot of great stories from over the weekend that I'm still trying to get to, and a lot more to come. That's usually the case. Right now, here's what's coming at us weather-wise. Temperatures will get into the 70s by the end of your 7-day, but they are not in a hurry to do it. And with apparently the old man there walking into the studio, I hope he's quiet, making an entrance there, if you caught that over my shoulder. Let's take a look at local Doppler radar and some light precipitation that's out there. It's downtown Sayersville, the studio right on that fringe. Not seeing any drops yet, but that's probably going to change. Some light precipitation definitely in northern part of the county and to our north, big swirling mass there getting in on some precipitation. And if you get up in those yellows and oranges, you're getting in on a little bit more. We have about a 30% chance to 40% chance of those showers continuing up till 9 or 10 o'clock or so. So says the National Weather Service, with westerly winds, which have been and blustering. If you saw at times over my shoulder the red lights there, the street lights blowing, when that happens, well, you're getting up into 20, 30 mile per hour greater, and we've had 14 to 38 mile per hour winds today. Another breezy day staring at us for your Tuesday. Scattered showers mainly before 3 o'clock tomorrow. Another partly sunny day, or a partly sunny day. It wasn't today. A partly sunny Tuesday in store. We're still in the 50s. We'll go from low 50s today to upper 50s tomorrow and Wednesday. A pretty consistent pattern there for the next 2 days. Upper 50s, upper 30s for nighttime lows. Mind those 30s, plant lovers. Partly sunny skies, slight shower chances, and winds out of the west, northwest, up to 30 miles per hour tomorrow, up to 20 miles per hour or so on your Wednesday. The winds have just been unforgiving and very consistent and persistent and relentless throughout much of the past several weeks. Nothing on the strong side, but just a gusty wind advisory, if you will. A lot of Kentucky under a lake wind advisory, but we're on the lighter side of that, of course, here in the viewing area. With that said, moving on to Thursday, the first day where we see an improvement, and we will do so with almost a 10-degree bump in daytime highs. We will do so as well, getting out of the 30s for nighttime lows. 67 and sunny for your Thursday. A few clouds that night and a low of 42 degrees to wrap up your Thursday, which, a reminder, will be the first night of the 3 nights of the 45th annual McGoffin County Rescue Squad Media Auction, and we'll be talking about that soon. I got their list today. Again, for the Sagersville Independent, they had 116 or so items, which is a very low number. But that usually does grow, and we're hoping it will. So if you can help us, please, please, please do. Moving on to the forecast, and on to the 70s we will go. We will do so on Friday, of course, Oaks Day, a big day in the Commonwealth. 70 and 47, partly sunny, about a 30% chance of some afternoon showers. Derby Day is Saturday, 76, 49, mostly sunny and still a slight chance of showers. Pretty consistent from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll go from the low 70s Friday to mid and upper, and we'll stay there. For how long? Well, we'll wait and see. But 76 for the first half of your weekend, 79 for the second. Sunshine, slight shower chances. Monday of next week, we'll start off 78, partly sunny, and still a 40% chance of some showers. Thank you all for watching Good Monday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow night.